Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Xavier Smith, and today I'm going to be going over some examples in correcting naming problems. Like if you're giving an incorrect naming problem and you're told to fix it, this is what you're going to do. Okay, so let's just run through these examples. Aluminum 3 iodide. Well, aluminum is always 3 plus. It's not a transition metal. It is a metal, but it's not a transition metal. So you just don't need that 3. So you just say aluminum iodide. And that's it. Okay, Mg2F. This is an improper use of crossing. If you look at the charges, magnesium is a 2 plus and fluorine is a 1 plus. So magnesium shouldn't have the 2 there. So magnesium is 2 plus, fluorine's 1 minus. Sorry. So that would mean the magnesium over here would have a total charge of 4 plus, and the fluorine would only have a charge of 1 minus. So we need to put that 2 on the fluorine instead. So we would just have MgF2. That would be like an improper use of the cross method, because if you crossed back, you'd say, well, fluorine has a charge of 2 plus and magnesium has a charge of 1 plus. Fluorine has a charge of 2 minus and magnesium has a charge of 1 plus, which isn't true. Okay, now PbNO3 to the third. You might say, well, this looks all right. What about it? Well, lead, if you know plumbus and plumbic, comes in two different ions. It comes in 2 plus and 3 plus, 2 plus and 4 plus, excuse me. So this 3 here would mean that the lead has a charge of 3 plus, and it doesn't because nitrate is 1 minus. So that would mean lead is 3 plus, but it's not. It can either be 2 or 4. So this means it either has to be PbNO3 twice or PbNO3 4 times. And yes, you can just have two answers like this for these. You're like, well, it could be either one of those. Just fix it to one of these. And then we have ClK. You're like, what's wrong with that? Well, first of all, it has to go cation, then anion, which is basically it has to go metal, non-metal. Chlorine is a non-metal and potassium's a metal. So what you have to do is just switch up. You just say KCl. Make the metal go first and then the non-metal second. And that's like if anything with a positive charge, it goes before the negative charge when you're doing like ionic compounds. Okay, dititanium tetroxide. Now, if we use like prefixes like di and tetra, there has to be two non-metals combining to use this. But titanium, if you know anything about like titanium and like all these cars and stuff, probably not the best example, but it is definitely not a non-metal. It is a metal for sure. So we just get rid of these like di and tetra, and you'll just say titanium oxide. And then also what you can get from this is that you need 2 titaniums and you need 4 oxygens. Since each oxygen has a charge of 2 minus, that means this side has a charge of 8 negative altogether. And since there's 2 titaniums, since you have to get to you have to get to 8 negative, you have to get to 8 positive on this side. That means that this is 8 positive, which means each one is 4 positive. So then you could throw in the titanium 4 oxide if you wanted to go that much further. Okay, NO3Na. Well, again, NO3 has a negative charge, Na has a positive charge. So we just have to switch the order. It would just be NaNO3, which is sodium nitrate. You wouldn't say nitrate sodium. That just you'd have to make like the ide at the end. You'd say like nitrate sodiide, which just doesn't sound right. And if you ever write it like this, try to say it out loud and you'll probably see if it looks good. Because like you have to have the ide at the end for ionic compounds. So if you're saying like nitrate sodiide, it's definitely wrong. But sodium nitrate sounds a lot better. Okay, then stannous, that's supposed to that is supposed to have a 2 there. Stannous bromide literally is correct. Okay, so stannous 2 bromide. Well, the stannous and the 2 don't both have to be there. Stannous means tin 2. So either you could just say like stannous bromide or tin 2 bromide. I always prefer like this, like tin 2 over stannous, but just make sure you can read stannous. So you shouldn't have like plumbic 4 or plumbus 2 or chromic 3, right? You should just have chromic or like, yeah, or like tin 2 or copper 1 instead of, you shouldn't have like cuprous 1. You should have copper 1. Okay, now our last problem is copper 1 chloric. Well, we look, copper's transition metal, copper 1, it's not like cuprous 1, so copper 1 is correct. Now, chloric. Well, in an ionic compound, we end with "ide," not "ic." This isn't like an acid, so we just say, okay, copper chloric, let's just turn that into copper 1 chloride. All right. I hope this video was super helpful. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if it helped. It really helps me out. And comment if you want to just like talk or suggest a video. All right. Thanks for watching.